Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another very important video on how to renew your Indian passport online now in 2026. Now before I begin the video, I want to tell some very disappointing news. Now Indian passport is of two types basically. The number of pages is 36 pages and 60 pages. 36 pages is 1500 rupees and 60 pages is 2000 rupees. This is the normal actual fees, and if you want to do it by yourself, this is how much it is going to cost. But the frustrating thing here is if you go to any agents, passport agents, or if you go to any Xerox shops, usually they'll put a stamp saying that passport renewal is done here, fresh passport is done here, and they're taking over 1500 to 2000 rupees, or in fact sometimes more than 3000 rupees also, way ahead, 2 times ahead of your actual passport fees. So you don't have to pay this fee to anyone. You just need your laptop, internet facility, and the documents that you will see in this video, and that is pretty much needed to renew your Indian passport online. And also this video will also tell you how to apply for a fresh passport. Now if you're applying for the passport for the very first time, there is very little to minor 1 or 2 changes guys, and that is easily doable by you. Just follow my video, follow this video till the end, so to know how to renew your Indian passport online now in 2026. Now before I go to my screen and I begin my video, as you can see on my screen, 98% of you who are regularly watching my content guys are non-subscribers, so I highly recommend you to hit that subscribe button and support my channel. Now let's go to my screen, look at how to renew Indian passport online, and then come back. I have some very important tips for you before you go to PSK to let you know, or to give you an overall picture on what exactly is the process and what happens inside PSK. So but now let's go to my screen. Hey guys, once you go to Google, just type renew Indian passport online, the first option, and be careful, very careful of clicking those fraudulent links. So now I'm going to select the first option, that is process to apply for a fresh reissue of ordinary passport. So when I select this, basically I get 2 options guys. One is to log in and one is to register. If you already don't have any account with Passport Seva Kendra, then go ahead and click on register. I'll just go through the options. You should select passport office, and then I'm selecting Bengaluru because I'm from Bangalore. You have to give your full name and email ID. I'm just going to copy paste. I'm just going to click on this, and if you give your passport and sign up, you will get a confirmation email. And when you get a confirmation email, all you have to do is next come in and log in. I've already logged in. Now I am on the home page, and you have to click on services section. When I go to services, you have to click on fresh passport reissue of passport. Now I'm going to skip this for now. This will be prompted to me later part in the video, so I'm just going to skip this for now guys. And here you have to select Passport Seva Kendra as Bengaluru. It is automatically selected because when signing up, when registration, you mentioned your passport office as Bengaluru. So just click on next. So when you click on next, I'm going to select reissue of passport. But if you're applying for a very first time in terms of applying for passport, then select the fresh passport. But in this video, the main purpose is reissue of passport. So I'm going to select validity expired within 3 years or due to expire. So I'm going to select this option, and I'm going to select normal, but if you have a requirement, you can select Tatkal as well. So I'm going to select 60 pages. If you have a requirement to travel or you're a frequent traveler, then go for 60 pages because 36 pages is 1500 rupees and 60 pages is 2000 rupees, not much of price difference. So I'm going to click on save and next. Here I'm going to mention my own channel's name, that is Software Traveler. But you mention all your details thoroughly guys. I'm just doing this for video purpose. Gender is male. Have you been ever known with other names? No. Have you ever been changed your name? No. So date of birth, I'm going to mention date of birth. Oops. 404 1992, and then place of birth is Bengaluru. Give all your details accordingly guys, otherwise you will face rejections in terms of mismatch. Marital status, I'm selecting as married. One very important information is when you have your existing passport, if you were single and you got married in the middle of your passport expiry, and then you want to apply for a new passport now and your marital status has changed, then you have to carry your marriage certificate. If you have already your passport is showing as married, if you're applying for a new passport, if you're applying for a fresh passport renewal, then you have nothing to worry about. But if your current passport says single, and if you're changing your marital status, then you will definitely have to provide the proof accordingly. So is your birthplace out of India? No. State is Karnataka and district is Bengaluru. citizenship of India by birth, and PAN card, voter ID, please do provide these details. It is not marked in red, so I'm skipping it. Employment type, I'm just going to give it as private because I am a software engineer, and you can just give it as private. Is either if your parent, a spouse or a government servant? No. And educational qualification, this is very important, guys. Now this, what is ECR and non-ECR passport? This is the best example. Now this is very important point, guys. That is ECR and non-ECR passport. Now if I select 10th pass and above, automatically I am eligible for non-ECR category. Now if I select 7th pass or less, it is going to be applicant eligible for non-ECR category. It is going to be no, so it will come under ECR category. Now the difference is not much of a difference. Only if you want to work in a few countries like GCC countries, or there are few countries, then only you have to accompany someone in terms of immigration. But generally it is not a big issue. So I'm just going to select graduate and above, and it is automatically selected as eligible for non-ECR category, and it will also show you the documents required for non-ECR category. So if you click on this, you will see loads of documents. What are the gazetted documents, what you have to carry: 10th marks card, 12th marks card, your degree certificate, your Aadhaar card, birth certificate after born or after a certain period. All of this is mentioned here, and you can carry those documents accordingly. But if you need what are the documents to be carried, I've linked a video here, please do check them out. I've provided that information in detail. And next, visible district, I'll just click on mole on nose. So I do have a mole on nose. Aadhaar card, UDI, it's better to get verified. I'm skipping it for the video because I have to provide my Aadhaar card, which I don't want to do. So provide your Aadhaar number and get verified with the DigiLocker. So I'm just going to click on save and next. Okay, there is an error on my page. Okay, I just gave a space, guys, so it was an error. So yeah, I'm just going to select as I'm going to basically skip this, guys. You have to enter your father's name, your mother's name, and also your spouse name, whatever is given on red. I'm just going to select this, save and next. So this is very important. Is your present address out of India? No. And this is address details. So I'm going to select Jayanagar G main 123, and village town would be Bengaluru, and pin code would be 560076, and then state would be Karnataka, district would be Bengaluru, and police station is very important. Now you must have a police verification before you get your passport, whether it is fresh passport or whether it is passport renewal. So I'm just going to select Jayanagara, and this is very important, and this is totally based on the pin code. You can't select some pin code and give police station as Jayanagar, please remember that. And so mobile number with country code, without country code rather, sorry. So you have to give this. Please give your mobile number and your email address. I'm just going to copy paste. Is your permanent address available? Yes. And permanent address same as present address? Yes. I'm going to click on save and next. So it is going to give me a pop-up that you will probably, please note that you will not be able to change the RPO after saving the application form. Completely okay. And it is going to ask for an emergency contact. So I'm just going to give my friend's name here. And then okay, so this is the mobile number I wanted to give, and then I'm going to select JP Nagar, second place, save and next. And here it will ask you for the existing passport number. Now I am going to give a dummy passport number, guys. I don't even know if this passport exists, but I'm going to give a dummy passport number for the video purpose. So I'm going to select Bengaluru, and the date of issue, I'm going to select it as, for the video purpose to show you 1 year. So I'm going to select it as 2017 January 3rd, and the date of expiry I will put it as 2027 January 2nd. Yeah, this should do. And file number, it is not asked in red, so I'm going to leave it blank. Details of previous diplomatic not available, never held a diplomatic passport, yes. And have you ever been applied for passport renewal? No. I'm just going to click on save the data, and here it will ask you for a bunch of questions, guys. For normally it will be no for everyone, but please do take this seriously, read this seriously, and then only select the option. Just because I'm selecting no, you also need not select no for this. This is lot of good information. You have to read this thoroughly and then only click on this information. Please be very careful when you are selecting the options. So I'm just going to click on save and next. So here you can see software traveler. This is how basically your passport will look like. Your passport is looking like this, and this is how you will get your passport. So ensure that your details are perfect. If it's not perfect, go to previous and then edit your passport details. Now on the right hand side, you can see check appointment availability and track your passport application. We will come to it in a minute. So I'm just going to click on save and next. Now guys, I don't want to submit my application because I already have a passport, and I don't want to submit fake applications to Passport Seva Kendra. So here, proof of birth. What is the proof of birth? There is a bunch of options, but it is usually the date is birth certificate that most of the people go with. So just go with birth certificate and then grant the DigiLocker access. It is going to verify, and proof of present residential address, Aadhaar card is the best option. And again, you have to grant the DigiLocker access, agree, and then click on submit. Once you submit guys, you will get the option to book the appointment. But in this video, let's check the appointment availability. Now I'm going to check the appointment availability. I'm going to select Ahmedabad for example, or let me select Bangalore itself. Yeah, so here you can see PSK Lalbagh and Sai Arcade is Marthalli, and it is having normal Tatkal. The latest available, next available for a normal passport is on 30th of 2026, 31. That means it is not available until January 30th. But if you go for Tatkal passport, it is available on 9th of January. Where it is Marthalli, the normal passport is available on 29th and Tatkal 8th. This is almost the same between the two centers in Bengaluru. So if I go back and if I click on track your passport application, then you can give your passport and then you can give your file number and date of birth. It will give you the track, it will basically tell you the status of the existing passport application. That is pretty much it, nothing to worry about here. And you will also get SMS, timely SMS, whenever there is a movement in your passport. If it goes to the verification, if it goes for printing, if it is out of printing, if it needs police verification, everything will be updated. This website and the process is very, very well designed by the Passport Seva Kendra. You don't have to worry about it. So this is pretty much it, and you don't need to pay anything extra. You just have to pay whatever the desired fees of 1,500 or 2,000 you have to carry to Passport Seva Kendra, and there they will collect the fees, take your photograph, take your biometrics and verify your biometrics, and then they are going to give you an acknowledgement letter with the file number, and that remains pretty much it. So as you saw my video, it is a very, very simple process to renew your Indian passport online. You will get timely messages from Passport Seva Kendra. Has your passport been received? What is the current status? What is where your passport is in? Is it pending for police verification? Everything will be updated by PSK through SMS to your mobile. You don't have nothing to worry about. Two important things actually I wanted to share is, now carry all the old passports when you're going to Passport Seva Kendra to renew your passport. Now for example, I carried my old passport, had only one passport before I went for renewal, and in this one passport, as you can see, there is a punch hole on the passport. Now if I open this passport, I'll just show you. So there is this cancelled seal that will be put on your passport. And also on the last page, you will have a very similar type of seal on the passport. So whatever old passport you have, it will be sealed, a punch hole, it will be punch hole, and also it will be sealed on the front and the last page of the passport saying this passport is cancelled and it is invalid. So they will mark your old passport as invalid, and then only they are going to issue your new passport. And also when you walk into Passport Seva Kendra, like I am from Bangalore and I'll share my experience in Passport Seva Kendra either in Lalbagh or Marthalli, that is PSK Lalbagh or PSK Marthalli. When you go to PSK Lalbagh or PSK Marthalli, the process remains the same. Initially there will be a security check, like before you enter Passport Seva Kendra. There are a few hazardous items you cannot carry inside Passport Seva Kendra, and once you go inside, there will be 3 booths guys overall. I don't want to make this video too lengthy. There will be 3 booths basically. First, booth A will validate your documents. Booth B will take a photograph of you and validate your fingerprints or take your fingerprints if it is for the first time you're applying passport. And the counter number 3 will take your old passport, mark it as cancelled, and you will get the acknowledgement receipt. That's pretty much it. And main thing you have to note when you're going to Passport Seva Kendra is the documents. Please carry original documents as well as Xerox. Now if you're wanting to take Xerox or photocopies inside Passport Seva Kendra, it becomes becomes a very, very difficult task considering the rush that it will be in any of the PSKs. So always carry multiple Xerox copies, like at least carry 2 to 3 copies, and also carry all the originals like 10th marks card, 12th marks card, your Aadhaar card, PAN card, everything, whatever proofs are required, especially marriage certificate. Carry all of these originals as well as Xerox copies, so you don't find yourself in a situation where you need to take photocopies. And I don't know if they allow you to go out of the Passport Seva Kendra and come again on the same day, so that also might be an issue. So always carry more photocopies if you're not sure. And one biggest question that I always get is, should we carry photograph? Guys, you don't have to carry photograph to Passport Seva Kendra. The main thing is your presence, and photo will be taken in step number 2, that is booth B in Passport Seva Kendra. They're going to take your photograph, and also they're going to take your fingerprints or validate your fingerprints if it is for the first time, or if you go for passport renewal for the second or the third time, depending on how many renewals you have gone in the past. So I hope this information is very, very clear, guys. Please share this video to your family, friends, community, school friends, college friends, picnic friends, whatever friends, tuition friends. Share this video to them, and it will help them renew their Indian passport online without paying any extra money to any kind of agents. So I hope this video was very, very informative and helpful. I'll catch you guys in my next video.